Hi guys, welcome to POMCLOSET. Today I'm going to create something for one of the supporters who did ask for this similar design for a while. Today I got sometimes try my best to create these for her, also for you guys who are interested in making one of these top together. What do we need for this project? I'm going to use the 100% cotton yarn from Hobby. This is the 4-ply cotton. It's a rainbow and 50 grams per skein, 170 meter approximately per skein. The crochet hook 2.5 to 3.5, and the color is 02, which is a bit off-white. I would say it's between cream off-white, not exactly white. But you can use any of your favorite 4-ply cotton yarn or any of your favorite cotton brand which works for crochet hook 2.3 or 4 millimeters. And the rest you will need crochet hook. As usual, I'm using my favorite 4mm crochet hook. This works with the cotton yarn 4-ply. You will also need the pair of cutter, the yarn needle, some stitch marker, the tape measure, also this extra ring which I want to experiment with this top. I'm going to put this in the middle part of the chest. You can find it from the local craft store. It's a small bass ring. If you have any similar rings, you can use them. And this is the size 2 by 2 centimeters. To begin with, I need to show you the design that we need to create. Basically, we will need 2 bras, left and right, and then we will attach the rings in the middle part, then do the rest of the designs on the bottom part here. After that, we will need to do the strings. This is the crisscross back. To begin with, we need to change 20 for size S, 23 for M, 26 for L, 28 for XL. In this video I'm going to create the S, so I need to chain up to 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 chains, let me check. The length. So that should be around 4 inches. Size M, I would say 4.5. 2.5 stitches or 3 stitches would make half an inch. So for size M, I have added 3 stitches, so that would work out for 4.5. L, it will be 5. XL would be 5.5. So bear in mind the 3 stitches or 2.5, I would say, it makes half an inch. So 4 inches, then change 3, and then you need to do the double crochet on the 4th stitch from the hook, then do double crochet until the last stitch. On the last stitch, do 1 more double crochet in the same stitch, then chain 1 and then 2 more double crochet in the same stitch. So this would be the middle top part of the bra. The rest of the back loop you need to do double crochets until you reach the last stitch. So this actually similar to the red bra cup that I have done, the video of how to create the crochet bra's cup. So basically it's just exactly the same. So keep doing the double crochet until the last stitch, and you will end up having the same amount of the stitches as the other side. So I forgot to mention, after you've done the double crochets until the last stitch, you will end up having 21 double crochets and then you add one more double crochets in the same stitch, so that would make 22. This is for size S. You count 3 chains as 1 double crochets. I will continue doing the double crochet into the last stitch. Here's the last stitch of this first row, and for the second row you need to change 3, turn the work, the next stitch, double crochet as well as the next stitches until you reach this stitch before the middle part where you did chain 1, and then do the 2 double crochets, 1 change, and 2 more double crochets on this part, and the rest you need to do the double crochet to repeat the other side until you get to the end of the row. After that you need to change 3, turn the work, and repeat exactly the same as on this second row. If you need to see the other process of how I did the bra cup, you can watch the other video of how to create the bikini bra cup. So it's exactly the same. I have just added the extra chains from the beginning. So I will continue doing this for the amount of 8 rows in total for size S. For size M you will need to do this for 9 rows, for L 10 rows, for XL 11 rows. And I have done the total of 8 rows, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows for size small. Other sizes you will have to add more rows. I will do one more of these, and then we will get back to attach the rings and do the rest of the top. I'm done the second bras here. I will cut off the yarn. So the both left and the right bras are done, completed. And the next thing we need to do is to connect the rings in the middle part of these. By doing this, I will have to use the yarn needle. So you insert the yarn. I'll leave it for, I need to measure it. I will go for like 14 inches. Cut it off, and then you need to do one side of the bras first. By doing this, I need to find, I will go, here's the middle part, and you count out 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4th stitch from the middle part, and then I will do this one more time to wrap this round to secure the yarn. And this is the right side facing you. I will then insert the yarn needles through the 4th, actually it's the 4th, 1, 2, 3, the 4th stitch from the middle part, and then you just need to keep wrapping round on the second one as well, and make sure it's on the right place, and do this on the 3rd stitch and the 4th, and then the 2, I will go for 2 in the middle part. One, and then I need to do another round. So make sure you pull it also. While you doing this, you need to pull the yarn too. And then on the other side you need to repeat 4 more of the stitches. 1, 2, so that would be the 3rd, and here's the 4th. On the 4th one I will wrap it around twice. and then you can see, you can check on the other side. Here's the right side, so just keep checking it. Here's the inside, here's the outside. And then I will leave the yarns like this first and then repeat the other side by doing exactly the same. So I will get the yarn for 14 inches, cut off the yarn, and then do exactly the same. So this time here is the right side facing you, and make sure you have the right side facing each other. Here's the right side, wrong side facing you, so right side facing each other, and count out from the middle part to the 4th stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I always leave the yarn for weave in later because I want the finished look. I don't want all the ends to come out once you watch them. And after the yarn secure, you need to repeat exactly the same as what I have done. So I will actually start from here on the 4th, from the middle part. Second, make sure they are in the right space. The other side is also done. Now we need to check. This is on the inside. Here's the outside where I want to show the top. After that, I need to connect this part. I will do it from the inside for the finished look, so you don't want to show this bass ring. I will just hide the end, so by pulling, inserting the ends bit here, and then just weave them in. You just go along here, so do this on every end here. Try to pull them, and I will do on this part as well. So insert the end bit through the other side, so you can hide the bass ring. If you have the same colors rings as the top you are making, that would be perfect, but I cannot find it, so this one should be okay. So just try to adjust the inside and the outside. You can still see it, but if you want to go for like 6 or 7 stitches when you count out, that would be also fine. But for me, I just go for 5. And I will keep hiding all these ends by weaving them in. The 2 bras and the rings are connected to each other. And the measurement of this part to this end bit, it's around 15 to 16 inches, which fits size small. So for size M, you will need to check on the size chart, which is here's the size chart. So for the top, the bust part, 32 inches, 34 for S, XS, S, M, L, XL. So 32, 34, 36, 38, 40 inches. So make sure you have the right measurement of these bras when you measure from the left to the right. For this one, I'm making size S, so the measurement of this top, it's around 16 inches, which when you stretch it can go up to 17, which make the small tops. And the next part we will need to do is to do the under breadth, which I will reconnecting the yarn from my right hand side, so make sure you work from the right side. Here's the wrong side, here's the right side, to make sure you work from the right side if you're right-handed like me. And by connecting the yarn, I still have these ends left. I'm just gonna go for the techniques that I have. Sometimes people do this, like when you do two ends together for 1 centimeter like this, and then you wrap the yarn brow also the 2 ends underneath these 2 ends, and you wrap 1 more row, and also these 2 ends bit, both of them are on top of this yarn. So the 2 rows here, they're under the yarn, and then you go over these 2 ends, and then you press this inside these loops that you have just done. Make sure you press this firmly, and then you pull the yarn on the right hand side to joining the 2 ends together. So I use this sometimes, but the problem is after you've done these, with the bigger yarns you will see the knot is quite big. Sometimes I use these techniques, sometimes I just use the one that I always use, which is you use the yarn from the left to the right and the right to the left, and then just pull them. So that is another technique which I have shown you in some of the videos. After that, you will need to work from this part by do this yarn, pull the yarn through single crochet, by pulling the yarn through chain 1, the next stitch single crochets, as well as the other stitches, just do the single crochets until you reach. I need to get the stitch markers, so you can count out from this middle part here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitch. Like this part here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and put the stitch markers on. And do the other side, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put the stitch markers on this side as well. So now I'm working on the bottom part of the top. So I will continue doing the single crochet until I get where the stitch marker is. I'm here where the stitch marker is. I'll get this out and do the single crochet as well. So now you will have to leave the 4 stitches on this side of this bra cup, and then I would change up to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So these are for all sizes on this part here. I want this part to be a bit loose on the underbreast part, so that's why I've chained 20. If you want it tighter, you can chain 15. So this is entirely up to you. And then I move on to where the stitch markers on the other bra cup. Get this out and do the single crochets all the way down to the last stitch. On the last stitch, I will cut off the yarn by chain 1 first, and then cut off the yarn for 5, 6, 7 centimeters for weave in. Then you will need to find the center of these chains where you have just done. I will put the stitch markers in the middle part. You can count like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll just go for 10. This, and put the stitch markers on. Then we will start from our right hand side again. So I always work from the right side of the bras, and then reconnecting the yarn. Grab the yarn, tie it so we can weave in later. After that, we're just gonna pull the yarn through and change 3. The next stitches, you just go for double crochet all the way down to where you put the stitch markers on. So that will be the middle part of the top. and the middle part of the top is where the stitch markers is. I will do the double crochets. After that, you need to do one more double crochets on the same stitch, chain 1 and 2 double crochet in the same stitch. So you will have 4 double crochet in this stitch plus 1 chain in the middle part here. If you would like to put the stitch markers on this middle part, you can also do it. The rest just need to do the double crochets in every single stitches, exactly the same as on the other side until the last stitch. Here's the last stitch. So you can see we are working from under the breast. When you're wearing it, this part would stay like this. And for the next row you need to chain 3, turn the work, the next stitch, do double crochet. So basically it's just repeat the previous row. Keep doing the double crochets in every single stitches until you reach this middle part where you put the stitch markers on, and then do 2 double crochets, 1 chain, 2 double crochets in this space here, and repeat this for 7 rows. I will go for 7 rows for size small. Medium you can go for 8, size large you can go for 9, and 10 for XL, so that depends. According to my yarn, 2 rows is 1 inch, so I will go for 7 rows, which is I want 3.5 inches on this under breast part before doing the edging. If you want this part to be longer, you can go for more rows. This is entirely up to you. For me, I will keep doing this for extra 6 rows. So the total would be 7 rows. I'm done 7 rows of this under breast part here. The measurement of only this part is 3.5 inches for 7 rows. If you need more than that, you can add them. You can try it on and then add some more rows. Also on this part here, I have added more yarn by using the yarn needles, and then just go over the bust ring because I don't want to show the rings, and this one is quite tight, so you can't really see the ring. This is on the right side and here's the wrong side. So basically just use the thread of yarn, just wrap it round. After you've done this part, so I'm gonna continue from here by this is from the last row, from the under breast part, and then you chain 1, turn the work, skip 2 stitches, go to the 3rd one and do 5 double crochets in the same stitch. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then skip 2 stitches, go to the 3rd one and slip stitch to make the first fan. For the next one, skip 2, go to the 3rd one, do 5 double crochets in the same stitch. So just do exactly the same, repeat the same process. 4, 5 double crochet in the same stitch, skip 2, go to the 3rd one and slip stitch. So keep doing this until you get to this part, and then continue the other side. And I'm done on both sides with the amount of 8 fans on this right side and the left side. So you see here is the inside of the top, and I need to turn back to the right side. This is the outside of the top to complete the last row of this under breast part here. So by doing this, we need to do the single crochet on the first double crochet stitch, and the second one single crochet, chain 3 back to the first, actually it's the third chain from the hook, and then I'll do single crochet. The next one, next stitch, single crochet, and then chain 3, third chain from the hook, single crochet, the next stitch, single crochet, chain 3, third chain from the hook, single crochet, and on the last stitch you just do single crochet to complete the first fan. So you will end up having 3 of these picots here, and move on to the next fan. First stitch, single crochet, the next one, single crochet, chain 3, back to the third chain from the hook, single crochet, next stitch, single crochet, chain 3, third chain from the hook, single crochet, next stitch, single crochet, chain 3, third chain from the hook, single crochet, and the last stitch you do single crochet to complete the second fan. So you need to repeat this all the way around on every single of these fans until you reach the last one, and then I'll get back to you to do the side part of the top. And make sure when you do the last row, this one is on the right side of the top, which is gonna be wearing it outside. And so far I have this shape of the top. This would be positioned on the under breast part, and I have done the last stitch on the edging. I will continue from what we have the yarn left by doing the single crochet on each of these double crochet rows. So you do 2 single crochet on each of these. Keep doing this until you get to, here is where we're starting the bra cup. So I will continue the single crochet, 2 of them on this. Here will be the last stitch on this part where we started the bra cup. This is on our first row round. On this row for all sizes. After that you need to turn the work, chain 3, turn the work. The next stitch you need to do 2 double crochets together. So by doing pull the yarn through 2 stitches like this, and then you pull the yarn through like this to make this part smaller. So do 2 double crochets together. The rest you just do the double crochets until you get to the last stitch. So we are going to reduce the size only on this part here, not the bottom part. Continue doing the double crochets until the last stitch, and the last stitch is on this end here. I have ended up with 30 double crochets. So I count 3 chain as 1 double crochet and count these 2 double crochet together as 1 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 16, 19, 20, 23, 26, 29, 30 double crochets together on the first row. The second one you need to chain 3, turn the work. Next stitch, just do the double crochets all the way down. Double crochets, normal double crochets. On this row I have the last 3 stitches left, so you need to do 2 double crochets together. on the last stitch, which is here, just do double crochets. So we are reducing only this side next to where this is supposed to be the underarm armpit, and this one will be the bottom part of the top, so we don't need to reduce anything on this part, only this part. For the next row, chain 3 and repeat the first row here, not the single crochet row, the first row here, chain 3, turn the work, and you do 2 double crochets together like this, and then the rest just do double crochet until the last stitch. After that, on the way back, you need to repeat this row by chain 3, turn the work, do single crochet until you get to the last 3 stitches, and you need to do 2 double crochets together, the last stitch double crochets. I will keep doing this for 6 rows, and then we get back to do the last row. I have done 6 rows of these double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is for a size small. The next row we need to chain 4, turn the work. This would be the last row of the back side of this size small top. So we need to divide this top, the back part, to be like 3 holes. I need 3 holes on this back. So I will go for the double crochets. The rest do the double crochets, and we need to stop in the middle part of this top. So actually I need the stitch markers to mark where the middle part is. So we need to count. So I will count, so 3, 6, 9, 10, 12, 3, 6, 9, 10, 12. So this one's supposed to be the middle part of the on this section, and we need to keep doing the double crochets until we get to the stitch markers to make another, what you call it, buttonhole, but we're gonna use the crisscross back. So before you reach these stitch markers, I'm just gonna chain 1, and then I'll slip 1 stitch, skip 1 stitch, and go to the one where the stitch marker is, and then do double crochet to create the second hole for the top. And then you need to do the double crochets until you get the last 2 stitches left. So make sure here's the top, is the bra cup is on my right hand side. On this part would be the bottom part. So keep doing the double crochets until I have the last two stitches left, which is this one and here would be the last one. And then you chain 1, you skip 1, go to the last stitch and do double crochets to complete this row. I chain 1 also, so you will end up having 3 buttonholes. If you need more of these holes, you can do it like 4, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. You need to work out where you want the holes to be. Put the stitch markers on and then do exactly the same process as what I have done. And after that I need to cut off the yarn so we can weave this in later, and repeat the other side as well. For other sizes like ML, XL, you can add more rows on the back. For example, this one here, I have the total of 1 single crochet rows and 7 of these double crochet rows, including the last row here. So the measurement on only this part is, when the stretch up, will be 3.5 inches. And then I will do the other side as well. Depends on how narrow or how wide you want to leave the gaps on your back when you do the crisscross, so the top will stretch. For example, I have done one top. I need to show you. So this is a really lovely color. It's more like pistachio. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's a lovely color, which one on the beginning of the video. So you can mix and match with any items of your favorite. And I want to show you how the back look like. So we are going to do the crisscross. So you can see this is size small on the on this one. This part here, it's around 3.5 inches, and the bottom part also 3.5 inches on this section, both left and right. And the gaps between here, it's around 3.5 inches. For other sizes like M, you can, as I have mentioned, you can add extra rows. So depends on how big of these gaps you want these to be. If you want the gap to be narrow, you can add more rows. So I will continue doing the other part. Before I complete the other side of this top, I need to show you how to do the straps for the top. So by doing strap, we need to do them, both of them on each side of the top, on each of this corner. So I will reconnecting the yarn. I need to show you first, and then you can complete the top of screen. Reconnecting the yarn, tied it, and then leave them for sewing later. We need to, and then pull the yarn through. You change 3, and then the next stitch do double crochets. The next stitch also double crochets. So you will have the total of 3 double crochets. This is the corner of the top. For the next row, change 3, turn the work, go to the next stitch, do double crochet, the next stitch, double crochets. So very simple straps. The next row, just repeat by change 3, turn the work, the next stitch, double crochet, next stitch, double crochet, and so on. So let's keep turning the work, change 3 at the beginning of the row, turn the work, do 2 double crochets on the next 2 stitches, like this. So very easy, simple. Do it for the length of 120 centimeters. If you need it longer, you can go for it. But 120 centimeter for me, it's fine. And after that, you need to cut off the yarn and repeat the other side, which is the other corner of the top. And I will get back to you once everything's done to see what the top looks like. Also sewing all the ends. Alright guys, so the top is finished. I have done all the sides here, both sides, left and right. This is size small. For other sizes, I have mentioned that you need to add the stitches from the beginning and also add extra rows on the brass cups here, as well as the length or the rows, number of rows on this part, as well as on the sides here, so to get the tops bigger. This is size S and has been requested to do the tutorial. Here's the front, and I need to show you the back. Here's the back side. You just do the crisscross one. Here is the top I have on the manicure, which you can do similar style, just crisscross them and then tie them on the back. So I really hope you liked the tutorial, guys. It's been fun creating something new and learning the new stitches. The new design is kind of challenging for me as well, because I haven't done this top before. It's pretty new design. And if you like the video, you can share and subscribe to my channel. You can also share the work on my Instagram account under the POMCLOSET name. Any questions, feel free to leave them on the comment section down below. I will try my best to get back to you. Optional, you can actually sew in the push-up bras, which I think that would help with the shape of the top. Without the push-up bras, I think it will go slightly loose. If you need more support, so feel free to push-up bras in. I really hope you like the tutorial, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.